students, I am Yogeshari. In this video, I am going to teach you class 9th physics chapter motion. What do you mean by motion? Motion is nothing but movement, isn't it? Human beings and animal can move from one place to another, whereas plants do not. They can show some internal movement. What about non-living things? They cannot move of their own, but if you apply some external force, they can move from one place to another. So, how to describe motion? Motion means change in the position with respect to the surrounding, isn't it? So, like atoms, molecules, galaxies, the universe, the entire system, the entire universe is in motion, right? So, motion is nothing but change in the position with respect to surrounding. So, how to describe rest? When we can say the object is said to be rest. So, when the object do not changes its position with respect to the surrounding, then the object is said to be at rest. Okay? When we are comparing rest and motion, I'll tell you one example. You are sitting in a moving bus and your friend is standing on the road. According to him, according to your friend, you are in motion, but the person who is sitting with you inside the bus, according to him, you are at rest. So, rest and motion are relative terms. Okay? So, we need one reference point to say whether the object is in motion or at rest. That is called reference point. Reference point is nothing but a place or an object used for comparison to determine if something is in motion. Like if someone asks you the direction of the Indian school, how could you direct him? So you can say near Mulchan metro station. So Mulchan metro station, you can take it as a reference point. So in order to locate something, in order to describe something, we need a reference point. Okay? In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the object which is moving in a linear motion, nothing but a straight line motion, right? So distance is the physical quantity which comes under scalar. What do you mean by scalar? Which shows only the magnitude but not the direction. So distance is the scalar quantity which describes only the magnitude but not the direction. Like if you are moving from your home till the market, if it is 5 kilometer distance, right? That 5 kilometer is the unit and 5 the numerical value is the magnitude. So the distance covered from your home till the market is expressed in 5 kilometer, which shows the magnitude but not the direction, isn't it? So distance comes under scalar quantity. Can you tell me any other physical quantity that comes under scalar? Like temperature, mass, time. These are the things we use to express only the magnitude but not the direction. Okay? So, if you are taking this example, the object move from A to D. First, it starts from A to B and then B to C, then C to D. The destiny is D. So, if you are calculating the distance covered by the object from A to B is 25 meter and B to C is 50 meter and C to D is 25 meter. So what would be the total distance covered by an object? Now you can say, you can add the distance. So the entire journey it covers from A to D is 100 meter. Okay. So what is distance? It's a actual path covered by an object. The total distance the object covered throughout the journey, that is called distance. What is displacement? In this chapter, in this topic, we are going to discuss about distance and displacement. See, if an object moving in a straight line, the distance and displacement is same, right? But if the object moving in a circular path or any other path, distance may not be equal to the displacement. Okay, so for the distance and displacement for this example is same. From A to D, the distance covered by an object is 100 meter, and then for displacement also it covers 100 meter, right? So how to describe displacement? Displacement is the length of the shortest path between the final point and the initial point of a body. Okay, it is the shortest distance covered by the body. It is a vector quantity. What do you mean by vector quantity? Yes, vector quantity is nothing but which describes both magnitude as well direction. Whereas scalar quantity which describes only magnitude. Okay, so displacement comes under vector quantity. Like in this example, you can see an object move from A to B, it covers 5 meter, and B to C, it covers 10 meter. It changes the direction, right? So how to calculate the displacement? What is the distance covered? From A to B 5 meter and B to C 5 meter. So 5 plus 10, nothing but 15 meter is the distance covered by an object, right? What is the displacement? Displacement is nothing but the shortest distance the object covers. It means it covers from A to C is the displacement. Okay, now you can calculate AC by using Pythagoras theorem, right? If you are talking about this one, this example, the object moved from A to B and B to C and C to D. What is the displacement now? So A to D is the displacement. Okay. So distance covered by this object is 5 meter plus 5 meter plus 5. So 15 meter is the distance covered by an object, whereas the displacement is nothing but 5 meter. Why? Because it covers the shortest distance from A to D. That is displacement, right? In this last example, you can see the object moving in a circular path. If the object starts from A and ends at A, then what is the distance traveled by an object? So the distance traveled by an object in this case is 2 pi r, nothing but the circumference. Whereas what is the displacement? The object starts from A and ends at A only. So the displacement would be 0. So if any object move in a closed path, or if it does move from one point and reaches the same point, the displacement would be 0. Okay. So when we can say the displacement equal to distance? Only when the object is moving in a straight line, the displacement is same as that of the distance. Whereas if an object moving one point and it takes some other path and it not reach the same point, the displacement may not be equal to the distance. Hope you understand very well. Okay. Thank you.